please consider becoming a patron of the Ramen Raider. Patrons receive special benefits like bonus videos, voting on the Patron's Choice Top 10, and early Top 10 list access. Visit patreon.com/The Ramen Raider and become a patron today. Thank you.
Alright, hey, this is Hans, the Ramen Raider, coming at you with yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today, I've got the second thing that I found up in Canada. We went on a trip up there last Friday, actually. And I popped into Yahon Center in Richmond, BC, and in there they've got a supermarket called Osaka. And in Osaka, you'd think it was going to be a Japanese market, but it's not. It's mostly Chinese. Anyways, found this right here. Check this out. There's a lot of products coming out from China like this, in this form factor. Kind of like a big Ben & Jerry's pint, but bear with me. So, from what I saw, this is a restaurant chain. It's called Mr. Meng. And they specialize in, what do you call it? Folding forks. Chongqing style cuisine. Szechuan style. It was kind of hard to figure out which way it was going on that, but they specialize in food, like authentic, real Chinese food. Since they're a Chinese restaurant chain, I do believe. So anyway, the long and short of it is, yeah. Oh, but what I wanted to mention while I was up in Canada. Oh, and by the way, the flavor of this one is pretty unique. This is tomato and egg flavor, which is cool. Hopefully. So speaking of China and speaking of Canada, so yep, the sun is coming out, Mimi. The sun's in the house. Oh, the sun's always in the house when you're smiling, sweetie. Okay, don't get mad, don't get mad. But anyways, so the crazy thing, I don't know where it's at. I don't know, Mimi, it's not back here. Mama decides about the hopper ball, so I can't help you. Maybe tomorrow, as soon as we get home from walking, then you can use the hopper ball, okay? But anyways, what I was about to start mentioning was the coronavirus. So, personally, I have not felt any need to start chugging down Mexican beer. I'm really not a big fan of Corona, so I feel like I'm kind of safe. But I'm kind of worried about it. The only people we saw, at least my wife said, I'm blind as a bat, so I trust her vision. She was like, it was all white people that were shopping, were wearing face masks. And we also saw a sign by the pharmacy up at Walmart in Canada that said, oh, interesting. We'll see how this is. There you go. Hold on, Mimi, hold on. Mimi's up to no good. Okay. Adding the water. And doing 5 minutes. And cleaning up the mess because I spilled the water. I spilled the water. Hey Mimi, I spilled the water. Alright, 5 minutes. But yeah, it's like, I'm just kind of worried about how it's going to affect, like, I don't know, any kind of way that people can seem to get an excuse to be racist, they'll take and they'll run with it, which is really crappy. You know, it's like, are people all of a sudden going to start going, that coronavirus, it's bad and it came from China, so all Chinese people are bad and dirty and blah blah blah, which is a big load of crap. But there have been so many events in history that have ended up with people getting the brunt of negativity that don't deserve it, and I don't know. But I think if it's hit this bad in China, and in China is a place where they can build a hospital in 7 days, we can have a hurricane, we had Katrina, and we can have just like a big parking lot full of aid for people and just leave it there and not have the wherewithal to like give it out. If it does end up hitting over here, we're screwed, folks. We're really screwed. Because I'm going to say it, and I'm going to get backlash for it, but America lazy. Very lazy. It's like the stuff that they can do in China that we could do here. We can do these things. We just don't. It's always like, I don't think over in China, when something happens, when people pull together, they're not doing it for some kind of sense of what's in it for me. They're doing it because it needs to get done. So I don't know. It kind of goes back to, I took a speech class, and which was weird because it ended up being kind of more of a anthropology class, to be honest. And there was like a big comparison between collectivist and individualistic cultures. And an individualist culture is us, you know, it's like a lot of looking out for number one. In Asia is mostly collectivist culture, which is you've got multiple generations living under the same roof as they have for ages. People looking out for each other, things like that. And it's just like, I'm not going to say that people here are horrible or anything by that account. I just wish society would be as good as it could be here. I don't know. It bums me out. It really is. I'm very disappointed in you, Western civilization. But yeah, anyways. But when we were at Walmart, there was a sign up that said, "We are out of the following." And it was like face masks, rubber gloves, Purell, you know, that weird stuff that absorbs into your skin or supposedly evaporates. I don't know. I'll wash my hands, thank you very much. But yeah, you know, people are freaked out. I mean, there's a good reason to be freaked out, but I don't know. I think it may get really bad, or it won't. We'll see how it goes. At least they know about it. It's better to be informed rather than not be informed. You know, I think probably up there in Canada and Richmond, it's a different story too, because that's like the hub of Asian transit in the Western Hemisphere. I believe there's more people from Southeast Asia there than anywhere else in the world, or anywhere else in North America. And right next to Richmond is a big airport. So there's a good chance for germs and stuff. But germs don't know any race or creed. They're germs, so you know. All right. Speaking of China, we just had Chinese New Year, aka Lunar New Year. And I went and got my mung bean sprouts and junk the other day, and I got some sugared mandarin and some sugared coconut. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I swear. Ooh, this smells good. This is tomato, Mr. Meng's tomato egg noodle. So let's try the noodle. I like the noodle. I like the look of this noodle at least. Slippery, slight chew. There's the broth. Can you see the broth? You can. Hey Mimi, pipe down out there. It's got a nice tomato flavor, and then there's the egg. Scramby egg. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice combo. It doesn't really make me think of an instant noodle, you know? It makes me think of like tomato noodles, like a tomato noodle soup kind of thing. Throwing in some mung bean sprouts. Man, that is good. How many calories are in that? Watch, it's like 15,000. Oh, I can't see. My eyes are all fogged up. So yeah, giving it a little stir. I'm gonna drop it in this pot like it's hot, and it is hot. Phew, it's very hot. There we go. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna try it again. Oh boy, I'm gonna give it another taste with my face hole. Oh yeah. But yeah, if you ever do a video, don't put your lapel mic right here on your track jacket, because if you do, then it will bump up against your throat and it won't work. And that's why the sound is horrible. Yes. Yes. It's just not a normal yes. That's a Jeff Goldblum yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very good, yes, yeah. But yeah, because it was like up like this, and it was right here, and it was blocking the mic. So I had to use the audio that was directly recorded in the room by the camera, which was like 15 feet away. Maybe not that far, but far enough. Which basically ended up coming out, like when I would move my head, it would be muffled, then unmuffled, then muffled. So I had to use the echoey the actual mic on the, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I hope. If you don't, I apologize. Sometimes the words just don't come to me. I got this other egg. I really want to use it, but I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna use the egg. I think just go light on this. And yeah. But yeah, don't get sick. Wash your hands. Excuse me. Wash your hands. Don't lick the seats at the bus station. Don't lick the bus. That's just a general good rule of thumb from me to you. Don't lick the chairs at the doctor's office. But yeah, here goes Rotato, and I'll turn up the tunes right about now. Alright, well yeah, this is Hans the Ramen Raider with a public service announcement to everybody out there. Don't lick the handrails at the bus station, at the hospital. In general, don't lick in public places things where people are always putting their hands, okay? Just don't do it. I know you wanna, but just don't freaking do it, okay? Keep your tongue inside your mouth. It's a good rule of thumb. Unless you're, you know. Alright, have a good one. Bye.